Thankful you're here today. It's gonna be a good one. It's fun. I've been really jumping on this one this morning, and it's pretty fun. If you haven't had a chance to check it out yet, it's a little more in line in what you do, or what you're looking for in a good AI. Because I know there's so many questions out there. Like there's all these AIs out there, and I don't. You're told it's easy, but you know it's not. It's like, how can I use it to really get more leads? Because that's what you want. We all have a business only if we have leads. If we don't have leads, we don't have a business. Got to have leads. Big changes happened last week with ChatGPT. First thing, I want to make sure you guys are set up and make sure that it's set up the way it should be for you. And then I'm going to show you some of the coolest big changes that have happened that you can use for your daily business to do. One of the most important things is you need leads. You don't have a business if you don't have leads. So I'm going to show you how you could specifically do that. It's always been, some of the things have always been there, but it's changed in how it thinks a little bit and it actually does more specific items to help you. But the first thing I'm going to show you is I got two things here. One's for lenders, one's for realtors. This one here is for realtors. I'm going to share this with you in the group chat here in a minute. And then also I'll share it when I send this back out. I always send it back out on Monday mornings. I'll actually have the attachments in there. This one's for lenders, and it's telling you how to personalize your chat GPT so that it talks like you, walks like you, acts like you, it is you. When it responds to you, it's going to respond to you with your talking language, with your, how you want it to talk. It's going to do all that. So that's one of the most important things I want to make sure you have set up first, and then I'll show you some of the cool things it does. All right, first step first, you're going to scroll down here to the bottom. You're going to click on your name and then click on your settings, and then in here you'll see personalization. And this is where you personalize it to be you, okay, from nickname, occupation, more about you. You want to do things that you want to make it about you. So I've got one set up for realtors. I've got one set up for lenders. And these are ready to go. It'll just tell you exactly, recommend personal categories. It'll even give you what you should do for mortgage lenders. And then this one will do what you should do for real estate agents. Make it work for you. Because here's the coolest thing about the 5.5 released edition. Okay. First thing is the mindset of the realtor or the real estate professional, real estate lenders. It's the same thing. We typically use it. Most realtors, most professionals use it for writing captions, emails. Maybe a lot of you use it for listing descriptions. A lot of stuff that you use it for, it's just scraping the surface. That's all it's doing. All right. For any new agents, there's probably a lot of lack of effort to learn what it can do for you. Um, but anyway, that's another thing. So I want you to make sure you change your mindset to this now becoming your beyond your personal assistant. Okay. Personal assistant. I want you to think about this. I had a personal administrative assistant for 5 years. I paid probably 50, 60,000 a year for their salary, and it would take 2 or 3 days to get something. This morning, just simply playing around with 5.5, I created so much. All this content was probably done in about maybe 5 to 10 minutes. All these content items up here. All right. It just literally, and to the point to where it's telling me every single day what I need to do, how to do it, what to do it. And it's even teaching how to use scoreboards. It even gives you scoreboards. It gave me scoreboards. It gave me full printouts, PDF printouts, everything in a matter of moments. It was really fast. Okay. So it can create plans, organize those plans. You name it, it can do it. It can create like 5-day social media strategies that'll help you have all your social media lined up and ready to go, basically like an assistant. If you were to hire someone and have them do it, it's going to actually do it for you in moments and tell you what to post, how to post it, give you call to actions. It'll show you how to do call to actions. That's probably another huge fail is a lot of people don't put any hooks in there. You got to have hooks to get people to follow up with the question. It'll tell you how to do those hooks. Um, let's see, what else? Let's see. Um, High core values. Let's jump into it because there's so much you could do. Um, all right, so I told you guys if you're just jumping in late, I'm giving you how to personalize it. So I got one for realtors, one for lenders. I'll send that to you in the chat here in the end. Let's jump into this. So one of the first things I did is I went in here and I said, okay, I want you to tell me exactly what ChatGPT 5.5 will do for coaching, how I can best coach people on ChatGPT 5.5. It gave me a full printout. It gave me everything here from scripts, analyzing scripts, building stuff, helping with PDF, everything I needed for coaching, and it gave me a PDF downloadable right away. Uh, Let me jump back real quick. So to change it is you click this down arrow up here and you change it to thinking. So this is how it's always been. It's just instant. It's for everyday chats and whatnot. Now it actually thinks through these questions, and it thinks through complex questions, and it actually is going to give you extremely complex, good answers and PDF printable things on how to do it. So I did that first. I wanted to know what were broker tools that a real estate broker can use. Okay. I jumped in because I had a coaching call this morning with two lenders and a real estate agent, and I said, how can lenders and realtors work together for cold calling together? And it gave me a full printout on that. And I'm going to show it to you here in a minute. It's really cool. Um, let's see what else. That'll do it there. All right, let's jump over here. So first up, 30-day low-cost lead generation plan. So I asked I just wanted a simple 30-day plan. Help me get into production now. I need to get going quick. Give me a quick plan. And it not only gave me a really cool, quick plan, but it gave me exactly how to attack it. 30-day success targets. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be targeting 300 real estate conversations in the next 30 days. 100 contacts added to my database is my goal. I'm going to do it 4 open houses, 200 doors I'm going to farm, 40 expireds, 30 social media posts, 10 buyer seller, and 1 to 3 active clients is what I'm going to be shooting to hold. That's the goal, is to be holding 1 to 3 active clients by the end of the 30 days. My core daily non-negotiables, things that I didn't ask it to do this, it did it. These are non-negotiable items, must-dos. 10 personal conversations a day. Okay, these are daily. 1 social media post, 5 new database contacts. That's 5 people added to my database. 1 follow-up with someone I'm already in my pipeline. The goal is to start creating a pipeline. As you do 10 personal conversations, 1 social media post, 5 new database contacts, that's going to automatically create these pipeline items. Okay, so you got to follow up with those pipelines every day. 1 local market messenger or video, update your lead tracker before the end of the day. Here's the cool part. It gave me the lead tracker. Okay, I didn't ask for it. It just gave it to me. How to use this form. Here's your lead tracker. All right, got the name, phone number, email, where'd the source come from, what type, lead, contact, next follow-up, and notes. And it even gave me lead categories. Hot, likely to sell 0 to 90 days. Future, not ready yet. Likely to buy or sell 3 to 12 months. Future, not ready yet, but worth. Referral source, may know people who need to help. And so it automatically gave me the lead tracker. All right, now here's my week 1. So now it broke it down in the weeks for me. This is how you're going to attack it this next 30 days. I'm going to set up my tracker, create a database, add 50 names to it. Right away, adding 50 names to it. Let's get to work. Announce my business, post announcements. I'm going to text 25 people. Okay, this is Week 1. SOI outreach. I'm going to call 25 people, sphere of influence. Choose my farm. I'm going to pick 100 to 200 doors, and now it's time to farm them. Preview homes. Preview 5 active listings. I had someone call me on my listing 2 days ago asking if they can go preview my listing because they have some buyers looking in the area. I'm a coach. I knew exactly what he was doing. I said, heck yeah, go view it. Here's the code to vacant. That's a thing, guys. If you're not, there are agents doing it. I got a call this week, so you got to go preview properties inside of your farm. Secure open houses. Ask 3 agents for open houses. If you don't have any open houses or any homes to do open houses on, ask 3 agents. I had a Keller Williams agent, and I had a Berkshire Hathaway agent, and someone from another brokerage. 3 open houses on my listing in Boise, Idaho, and not one of them was in my company. These are other people from other brokerages asking, hey, great location, great listing. Can I do an open house on it this weekend? It's got a Carter Larson Real Estate Group sign in front of it, but they don't care. They're going to throw their Keller Williams signs, Berkshire Hathaway signs in front of it, and they're going to do an open house on mine. It happened, and it should be happening. If you don't have any, reach out to someone in your brokerage. Go outside of your brokerage. Find one you like in your farm, doesn't matter whose it is, and ask them if you can do an open house. If they say, well, you're not my brokerage, say, that's okay. We have a co-op. That's through our MLS. We have a co-op. We work together. I'm going to help you try to sell your house. Try to find a buyer. Market update, post local market insights. Week 2, open house and sphere of influence. Use open houses as lead generate. So now I'm going to focus in week 2 on hitting those open houses. Door knocking, nearby, 25 doors, 25 people invited. So I need to ask, will you come to my open house? Meet visitors. If you're lenders in here, there are a few different lenders in here, I think now. Thanks for joining us, Zach. I appreciate it. And then we've got a couple other lenders in here right now. You need to be reaching out to realtors and saying, hey, what open houses are you doing this week? Let's do one together. Your favorite realtor. Let's do some open houses. Let's work together. That's a big one. Call, text, visit, review leads, update your tracker. And then we got week 3, just continues. Now we're hitting farming on week 3. So this is like really cool because it's not like the same all 4 weeks for that whole 30 days. And then week 4 jumps in there and you got that. Okay, now it's going to break down into breaking it down, what your goal is for the open house lead generation system. Open house results. If we're not keeping track, we don't know if we're winning the game. So it's giving you lots of tracking sheets to use. There's another tracking sheet for your sphere of influence tracker. 5 post category to rotate. Social media. You're posting. It's going to show you how to do that. And then guess what? Another tracker for your social media posts. I used to teach people how to get their social media started, and I created a scoreboard. Very similar. Look just like this. It's through a habit. If anyone ever wants it, email me. I'll share it with you. And it has you go back to the day prior. Need a document what kind of results you got. The goal was to get shares, likes, posts, and you're doing personal posts and real estate posts. And you got it. Usually it's an 80-20 rule, mostly personal. And then you're trying to see which posts got you the most shared, shares, whatnot. This is similar. It's a tracker. It's tracking what you're doing, DMs, leads, posting topic, and you're tracking it. Neighborhood farming. And guess what? You got another farming plan, a tracker. Door knocking, a tracker. I didn't create this. 5.5 created it. There's a weekly scoreboard. Very important. Got to keep score. How did all that stuff go? How did it happen? Got week 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that was based off of just simply saying, hey, where is it at right here? Lead generation plan. I'm a new realtor in Bakersfield, California. I need to generate a buyer and seller leads without spending a lot of money. Create a 30-day lead generation plan using open houses, sphere of influence, social media, neighborhood farming, expireds. That's all I asked it to do. It not only put that together, but it gave me a printable PDF to download right there. Pretty simple. All right, what's the next one I did? This one is cool new ways ChatGPT can help real estate brokers. This can also be used for team leaders or anyone running a team or a group of people or anything like that. All right, so let's just jump down here. There's recruiting. We've got, okay, market reports, agent training system. So here's the deal. I like that one. Build a complete training on listings, buyers, for sale by owners, expireds, whatnot. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to throw it over here, grab a new chat, throw that in there, and let it generate that one while I continue over here. Agent training content, create coaching. This is great for teams. This could be for any type of team. Great coaching, call outlines, role play, script, accountability. I can throw that in there, listing. But here, it's going to go all the way down here, and then it's going to give me a simple weekly AI rhythm for broker owners. So it's going to give you a 5-day training setup for you to be training, teaching, and holding agents accountable and helping them. Here's some prompts, best prompt examples to be using Chatgpt 5.5. These are good prompt examples. We all work off of prompts. We don't know what to do. So there you go, brokers, team leaders. How about this? This one was cool because this got inspired by our coaching call we had this morning. I had 2 lenders and 1 realtor together on a call. I do this every Wednesday with this group. And right away, I had the realtor who had this idea of how he can do cold calling with lenders. And while he was talking about it, I said, I'm going to plug this into 5.5 and see what it came out with. So cool. I'm going to scroll down to, let's see. All right, right here. Not only did it give me shared appointment offers, what we're going to be offering people, equity plus payment preview, home buyers, clients, sphere, home value estimate, net proceeds. So usually that's a big problem up there. I could scroll up here and show you where it shows it's a problem. It is, let's see. I'd have to look for it. It'd take me a while, but it was really cool. It kind of said where the problem lies. The problem typically lies with the realtor that gets questions like this. Well, the reason why I didn't buy was because the interest rates are too high. And most realtors will turn around and say, oh, I get it. Yeah, the interest rates have been a bit high. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to monitor it for you. And as interest starts to change, is it okay if I keep in touch with you? And they're going to say, yeah. That's not the best script. The best script typically is, got it. So the interest rate being too high is why you didn't buy. So if that wasn't a problem anymore, you're saying you would want to go ahead and move forward with selling that expired listing you had and ready to get it back on the market and buy a new place. And they're going to say, yeah, just waiting for that interest rate to go down. Perfect. Awesome. Well, guess what? I have my lender here with me right now. There's some cool programs. His name is blah, blah, blah. Her name is blah, blah, blah. And let's just talk about some of these new programs because we have a way to do it that you might be able to get a really low interest rate, maybe 4.4, 4.5, 4.6. There's 2-1 buy downs, 3-1 buy downs, there's full rate buy downs, there's all these different options if that's truly the problem, but typically we can work past that problem. But using a script like that to kind of help people see that there are opportunities and do it where maybe their past realtor didn't do that. So that was a good way to do it. But I like how this one jumps into the conversation hooks because that's where a lot of people fail. What are we doing? So here it is, the homeowner, buyer, and seller. Homeowner, do you know how much usable equity you have right now? Asking a question. No, I don't. Okay, well, let's get my lender partner in here. Let's run some numbers real quick. We'll do some net sheets. We'll see how much equity you have to spend. We'll start putting together this program right now between me and my partner lender. Are you shopping by price or by monthly payment? That's for buyers. Could buyer affordability be affecting your sale? Why your house didn't sell? Is it maybe buyer affordability? It's asking questions to get good response answers. How about scripts? We all want to know how to do it. I'm going to add one to this script though. This gives you homeowner call when they say rates are too high, expired listings for sub owner, open houses. I'm going to add one to it real quick though. Okay, because I think that the lender can actually, if you guys truly partner together, and this is great for lenders to be able to reach out to agents and say, hey, how about this? Let's do some cold calls together. Let's meet on my office Tuesday at 10 o'clock, and let's do some cold calls together. Um, if you were to call, if the lender call, if realtor's call expires and you say, "Hey, I'm a real estate agent. Notice your house expired." Blah blah blah. They go through all that. They're going to be like, "Dang, realtors!" Click, hang up. It happens quite often. If a lender calls and says, "Hey, I know you're probably getting a lot of calls from realtors. I'm not a realtor. I'm a lender. Um, I know your house didn't sell. I'm wondering if maybe there might be a lending situation that I might be able to jump in and help on. Do you know why it didn't sell? Blah, blah, blah. And then lenders, one of the biggest values you can provide a realtor is leads, right? And so if you're able to jump in there and help them convert some leads, spend an hour making some dials with them, there's no doubt in my mind that that realtor is not going to use you, reciprocate the opportunity back to you. So that's a great script for lenders to jump in and make that initial call with the agent sitting with them, because we usually have agents making the calls and trying to get them over to your favorite lender. Just an idea. All right, take it or leave it. All right, so here's a 30-day implementation plan, week one, that you can do with a lender, and you guys are going to do it together. Set up your checklist. There's a checklist for it, of course. There's always checklists. You got to make sure you're keeping score. You don't know if you're winning. Shared lead trackers. Guys, I didn't create any of this. I just plugged it in and asked the question. Let's go see what happened real quick with that question I asked a minute ago. All right. Build complete training on listing buyers, for sale buyers, expires. But the reason why it has no problem answering the question is because I set up the personalization. It knows I'm a broker. It knows I'm a real estate coach. So it knows that that's going to answer with my speaking language. Complete real estate lead generation training curriculum. It put a full curriculum for me together. How to use this training, training objective, mindset, core teaching. Okay, training framework, the 4-part agent growth system. Skill. Agents need to know what to say, how to handle. Oh, I love that. Frequency. Agents must work the source constantly. It's a consistency type of job, right? Number of connections. It's all about the leads. If you don't have no leads, you got no business. Module. It made a full training. It got module one, listing training, and so it put that all together. For you team leaders, this is golden to teach your agents. Module two. Wow, look at that. How about this? Um, can you put this in a printable PDF? And it's going to say, Sean, certainly I can do that. It might take a second for it to do that. But guys, this is pretty cool what 5.5 will do. It's actually thinking. See this new option right here? It's thinking. It's not just, as we go up here, just chatting with you. It's your personal assistant. Personal assistant. It'll create a 30-day plan for you, a 1-week plan for you. It'll create it, it'll print it, it'll do it all. It'll create scoreboards for you. I mean, it's probably more hyper focused towards people like you who need an assistant to help you with this. So good. So good. Let's see. It'll do email marketing for you. It'll do personal branding for you, daily productivity and accountability. Plan the day around money making activities. It's going to help you do that. Simple prompt formulas. It's going to actually bring up and show you prompt formulas that you can do. Let's see. Here's some live training options. Build a 7-day marketing plan. Okay. Create 5 follow-up texts. And here are some of the texts. It's actually given me scripts. This is another form I'm looking at. It's not on the screen right now. What agent should not do with ChatGPT? Copy and paste everything without editing it. Use fake market stats or unverified claims. Make legal tax or lending contracts. Use AI to replace broker guidance. Okay, that's for your brokers up there. Ignore fair housing rules. Sound robotic or generic. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Suggest 60-minute training agenda. Oh goodness, I'm gonna have to show you guys this one. Check this out. I'm gonna drag it over here. There you go. 0 to 5 minutes. 5 to 15 minutes, the mindset shift. 15 to 25 minutes, marketing and social media. Here's a 7-day agent challenge. Oh my goodness, this is good stuff. Social media, open house. It's a bonus library. Okay, so cool. So much you can do. All right, so here we go. Did we get this yet? Nope, it's still working on it. Some of these, because this is a really long one, might take a little bit to do, but it's eventually going to give me a PDF. There it is. There's the PDF. Downloadable PDF. A full training module. That fast. So it didn't just give me some chat back. It actually gave me a full everything I needed. These are things that I've been kind of playing around with. Logo changes, cloud brokerage decisions, lead generation plan, redesigning some content. I had it redesign some content. Real estate agent. Anyway, here's another thing that I had it do for me the other day is I had it put together the 2-letter follow-up plan for those of you that are trying to make sure that everyone in your database gets a touch. Using the 2-letter follow-up plan works really well for that. And I've shown you in the past how I've even taken custom lists in Facebook and created my Facebook people, because I got almost 5,000 people in there. I think I'm up to about 4,800 people. You can only have 5,000. But I can take all those people and put them in a follow-up plan using doing the database twice, a 2-letter follow-up plan system. Week 1, A and W. This is even telling me an idea of what I can do. So this is handwritten notes, introduction call. So week 1, I'm going to do that. Week 2, B and E. I'm going to contact everyone with the last letter, last name of B and E. Value proposition. So I'm going to be providing marketed update to all those people that week on week 2. Local insights, email. I'm going to be sending that email out. CNO engagement, social media comments, direct message, and on and on and on. So great way to make sure that everyone in your database is getting a specific touch. It's right there. I love that. So I had actually ChatGPT put that together for me. I can't say that ChatGPT is the only AI tool I use. I use several different AI tools. A lot of you know what Whoozy.ai is. This Whoozy.ai is focused towards just real estate. It's a great one focused just towards real estate. As you can see right here, it has this running total here, and it's giving me market news for real estate. Market news right there. So it's jumping through all this. So this is put on by News Releases Move. This one's put on by Bigger Pockets. If you don't know what Bigger Pockets is, it's Hughes Investment. This one is News Release. Um, this one's Mortgage News Daily. So it's giving me that. So, I mean, if I click that, it'll probably give me some sort of, there you go, it took me right to Mortgage News Daily. So it's based on, and I can create a marketing plan using that if I want. So chat about it. Jump in there, it's going to automatically put that in there, and then I can type something out and say generate, and it's going to create something for me. One of the things I use more than anything in Whoozy.ai is I use this tool which is kind of like the Tony Stark thing. You can write magazine articles. You can write all kinds of stuff using this. I can take a book right here and say, hey, I want to do something. It's like Tony Stark. Look at how it moves around the screen. And I want to take that book. I'm going to connect it to here, and I'm going to tell me break this book down. I want the first 5 chapters, and it's going to give me synopsis of the 5 chapters. Or write me a magazine article and use some of the content in here. This is what I want the article to be about, and it'll write me that. It's pretty cool. I want to upload stuff. I can. A video. I want to upload a video into there. I can upload a video, put it right in there, and then it'll connect it. So I really like Whoozy.ai. It's a little more expensive than paying for chat. I think chat's $25 a month is what I pay for it or something like that. This one's a little more expensive, but the cool part about it is it uses, let me get back over here. I'll show you real quick. It uses several different ones. So right now it's using Whoozy. If I click on it, it'll use ChatGPT 4.5, 5.2, or Gemini Pro. And then it uses Whoozy Thinking, which I think is like the ChatGPT 5.5. So I can click that one, and now it's actually going to think a little bit before it answers, and not just going to fine blank stuff like uh, everything is enhancing and getting smarter and better, and it's actually working towards getting better and better. I do like this one for the reason that it's really solely used for real estate. For those of you that want that, I will give you a link where you can get in there and pay for that right away and jump in on it. I've had it for about a year now, and I'll say I use it probably once a week. It's a pretty cool tool. All right, questions, or you want me to recap on something? Questions. I went over how to personalize it, make it talk like you, walk like you, act like you. I went over some of the things that you could be using it for besides just your listing descriptions and stuff that people use it for, emails, stuff like that. Take something, create something, copy it, make it even better, break it down even more, give you an entire daily plan. There was one I did that gave me a full calendar and said, okay, at 9 a.m. you're going to do this. 10 a.m. you're going to do that. I mean, it's like an assistant that you're paying 60,000 a year for. It'll actually tell you today you have to do this. You can upload your calendar into it and say, hey, break this down. These are my or your to-do list. This is what I need to do today. Break it down in an hourly plan. I also want you to include lead generation time. This. You could do that. It'll actually think and it'll go after it and do it for you. It's pretty cool.